Okay, boom, we're back. It's been a quick minute, but seeing as I've got two fucking glass knees, I thought there's a decent time to bring it back now, seeing as I'm all crippled up. Sat around doing no. Been a lot going on, a lot to talk about. Always got my Muay Thai compatriots with me, Vinny Shoreman, Howson Ricky Sewell. Thank you for joining us, boys.
No problem.
As always, though, the podcast is back. Manscaped's back. And I've been listening, obviously, Manscaped, number one, male grooming. I've been looking at everyone's like fucking sales pitches and that, and mine's been slipping. So what Andy Howson's agreed to do here is just shave his balls live on air right now for everybody using the Manscaped. Right? I'm watching Joey Diaz.
Listen, mate, you need Craven for that, mate. Mine's already smooth.
Don't ever talk about Craven's pube line.
Jackson 5.
Honestly, it's disgraceful. I'm Tito Jamon. It's disgraceful. He definitely needs one of these immediately. But I was watching Joey Diaz over there, and he just like slapped a big bag full of pubes on the table and went, "Yeah, Manscaped, bag it." And we need to up his game here. But obviously, Christmas is coming up as well. It's a nice little stocking filler. You don't just get listen, I don't just use this for my balls. It's a full body shaver thing. Obviously,
Good time to trim your sack.
Yeah.
Christmas time.
You can get like 20% off with code Kickin It, and you get like a full box set. It's got all sorts going in. You can get nose trimmers and foot wipes and all the rest of it.
Wipes.
And funny enough, it does grey pubes as well.
Yeah, so use code Kickin It. You will get 20% off that, all Manscaped products. And like I say, it's a nice little stocking filler for Christmas if you can't think what to get your partner. Let's get straight into it. There's been a shit ton going on there at the minute. Like, there's all the one championships up. We've had English guys on there. We've had Free on recently. We've had Agate Liam Nolan, Amber Kitchen. There's also all kinds of controversy going on at the minute as well with all the hydration and the weight clauses and stuff like that. But let's start with the English guys. We had Liam Nolan were up first against Eddie Azabolo. Did that fight pan out how you thought it would, Ricky? Because I thought decent performance out by Liam. He was coming back off a heavy knockout loss against Sinsamo. That right? Sinsamo. That's right. Yeah. It's always tough coming back that, and he did said in the interview afterwards. He said, "Listen, this took a lot of like mental strength for me to come back in here because he did get flatlined in that fight, didn't he? And it's going to be tough for anyone to come back with that." He put on a solid performance. Talk to us about that fight a bit, mate.
Yeah, to be fair, it was interesting because it's one of them where you don't know how well they're going to come back from that, or they're just waiting for that shot to land. Yeah. Especially in them gloves, it doesn't even take a massive shot.
It doesn't take a big puncher either. Like fucking, I've never seen Muay Thai drop another punch. He didn't have fucking smack me onto my back when he fucking launched me on floor. I didn't think the guy could punch it on. I'm like, God damn. But yeah, like you say,
and he punched with his feet.
Yeah, I had got 3 feet.
One of them feet knows kung fu.
Yeah, like you just said, that it doesn't make anyone. But having said that, he can punch Sinsamo.
He's gone.
So Sinsamo can punch. He fights bare knuckle in Thailand as well, doesn't he? So
he's a big puncher.
He can punch. So that doubled on that 4-ounce gloves. It's fucking devastating, really.
But yeah, he fought the right fight, didn't he? To be fair to him.
Yeah.
But he looked massive.
I was going to say, he looked twice
massive.
the size of him, didn't he?
We saw something early, didn't we? And he was saying, right, who shall I fight at 154 to 160? So is he planning on getting back down to 70 kilos?
If he makes 70, I'll kill myself.
Yeah.
Because that's...
Please, Liam, if you're watching.
Get on a diet, son.
Condition nutrition.
Because I think he looks big for 77.
Yeah.
He looks big for that weight, isn't at the minute?
Massive, innit?
So how the fuck is he going to get back down to...
Surely he's only going to do 70 outside of one. There's no way he's doing that high.
Well, I thought he'd just stay at 72.5 outside.
Yeah,
obviously,
yeah.
he beat Youssef at that weight. So obviously that's a strong weight for
And he
him.
posted the other day about the WBC saying, I'm coming back for it.
Yeah.
So he obviously wants to fight for the WBC world title again. So that's got to be 72.5, hasn't it?
Yeah. But he posted today, who do you want to see me fight from 154 to 160? And that is fucking terrifying.
But I want to see anyone at 154 then, because I want to see you try and make weight.
Yeah.
That's what I want to see.
And if the promise is about getting rid of it,
And we get shut.
But yeah, back to the performance. Like you said,
Can't believe you're talking about your son that way.
yeah, it's good, isn't it?
Back to the performance. It was a good performance. He like I said, did what he had to do. As a bowler, I wasn't sure how those rules set were gonna go for him because he's like a trickiest style of fighter, isn't he? Andy, what did you reckon to his performance?
Yeah, man, Liam just shut him down in the late rounds. First round, it was all right. He had some success, but I think after that, Liam sort of gauged his movement and his unorthodox sort of style. He was making him miss, and then he was countering with that beautiful left kick, left punch, stuff like that. So I think it just against another fighter, he'd have looked a lot better. Yeah. But Liam just used his range. He's got really good... Him and Haggett have got great movement, and they let in and out movement, setting shots up, and I think that just That just changed the
He just
dynamics of the fight,
He looks
didn't it?
twice the size of him as
I
well.
mean, it was
Everything he did,
We can remember
sort of
the-
bounced off Liam, didn't
Yeah,
he?
yeah. At the weigh-in, we sent each other the same picture, didn't we? Going, fucking look at the size of Liam, he's huge.
Yeah. But going back to that, it's like if he does come back down at 154, that's going to be fucking terrifying. Same show, there was Haggerty. We're going to have to address the elephant, but we'll be in the room about that. What the fuck happened with his hydration and weight? He moved up 5 kilos or 4.5 kilos, failed 2 hydrations, then failed the weight. There's something going on there, isn't there, really? And then there was controversy in the fight as well. I saw a lot of people on all the things kicking off, especially a lot of the Russians and Eastern Europeans.
Kicking off, yeah.
Obviously, it was a fucking very close fight. First one in that new division for him. Maybe it was a little bit of a shock to him at first until he's going to find his feet a little bit. He started off pretty bad round and then he eased his way back into it and pulled it back with some nice left kicks and movement and stuff. What did you think? Did you watch that fight, Vin?
No. I didn't. No, I'm lying.
Don't
I did.
care.
No. I'm not. I did watch it, but I'm one of these where if it's close, it's going. Oh, well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't really nitpick it.
Yeah.
I just go. Yeah. I know it's done. I'm one of them. If it's done, it's done.
it's
I'll
done.
probably say.
You know what? He's had a couple of fucking good fights on there, that Russian as well. He did a bit of a job on Chris Shaw.
Did a job on Chris
had
Shaw,
a very
didn't he?
close fight with Muay Thai. And then he's had that one with Haggerty. So he's there. He's on the level, isn't he? But he just ain't got that little bit extra, what it seems, to go surpass that level.
Yeah, weren't the Muay Thai fight split?
Yeah, that were a split, and then Haggerty won were a majority.
To be fair, I thought that was quite clear, that one, to be fair.
Yeah, but Muay Thai just like shut him down and left kicked him, didn't he, really?
But yeah, what he done to Shaw, then I thought if he managed to do that to Haggerty when Haggerty's only just moving up to that weight, because it's massively different getting hit by someone at that weight.
Yeah.
Then Haggerty moves, so he's not gonna. Chris doesn't. He likes
Yeah,
to scrap,
Chris likes
doesn't
to
he, you
fight.
know?
I think that was the thing, though, like, the difference between the two shots, Haggerty was bouncing off him. You could see that the weight wasn't like a natural weight that he'd put on, do you know what I mean? Like, you could see that his kicks were bouncing off him. He had some success in round 2, like you said. A couple of good right hands that landed. A couple of nice strong push kicks. But it was kind of bouncing off, wasn't it? There were no like real effect. And I think that's where people were unsure about the scoring, because obviously on the one scoring criteria, it's domination, aggression, and damage.
Yeah.
There wasn't really any damage.
Yeah.
And Haggerty's face were a bit smashed up at the end, wasn't it?
To be
a few
fair,
shots,
he
so
fucking
it's-
kicked him straight clean across his
Oh,
face,
yeah,
and
and he laughed.
that Russian just shook it off. He's
Yeah.
a tough kid, him, to be fair.
Well, that's the thing about one championship, and this is what I've written about recently, is people are wishing themselves into doom because you've got a big go in there. So the half-cocked people that have had these hardly any fights and like, I understand dreams and hopes and ambitions and all that sort of stuff, but be careful what you wish for, man, because there's killers in there.
For the older generation, I think, or like the middle of your career, towards the end of your career.
To be
like,
fair, Haggerty is a
experience.
fucking special talented
He is,
fighter.
yeah,
And
indeed.
he's been there on a young age. But anyone else, I would say, listen, go have your career. Go get the experience. Fight all over the world. Get on any show you can. See all the different types of styles you can. Get amongst it all. Fucking get 50, 60, 70 plus fights. And then come to that when you're in your late 20s and you've got all your experience and you've done everything like that, because it's a totally different sport. That is what's happening in One Championship. It's not real Muay Thai. It's a hybrid version, which is exciting, and it's fucking very dangerous with the level that they have there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a microwave world, though, isn't it? I mean, because younger people now, like yourself, like my young son here. There's a story behind that, I'll tell you in a bit. But it's like, people just want things instantaneously. You want a career like yours, they see what you're doing, brilliant. See all the things that you're doing, and they want that. But they've got to realise that this blood, snot, and tears that we know.
Earning
other
it as
people
well,
don't.
innit?
Earning it is, that's perfectly said, earning it,
While we're on this thing with what happened with the weight and hydration, this is happening a lot at the minute on One Championship. And people are starting to ask questions and stuff now, but I've never had any problems with the hydration and the weight. Most of the people who have been failing, so let's go to the Superlek Pampayak fight from this weekend. Meant to be the final of the tournament. Superlek has made weight twice. He's made hydration twice in both the previous rounds, and he's fought a few times before that. I don't think he's ever failed weight or hydration. I don't recall Pampayak. Well, I was at the weigh-in when Pampayak fought last, because he fought on the same show against Savas. I know he made weight and hydration first time. These guys can do that. They can do it. So what's going wrong? Are they being lazy? Are they getting complacent? People are saying, oh, they need to scrap it. They need to do this. They don't, because everyone who's failed recently, Jackie Bunton, she failed and then missed by 5 pounds against Amber Kitchen.
Yeah.
They've all done it before, so what the fuck's going on? Do we have any idea what's going on?
Yeah, but they're only missing weight, aren't they? After they've become rehydrated themselves, so they might have made the weight,
But then the
Then they
hydration
hydrate
tipped it
themselves.
over, yeah.
Whereas before, what you'd have to do is you'd have to rehydrate yourself, then go and make the weight again. So these people must be refusing to get back in the sauna.
Yeah.
Plus, to be fair, is it not more dangerous when if you're making weight in a sauna or cutting weight, then you go in and rehydrating to then lose what you've just hydrated?
Yeah, that's tough. There's a bit of a science behind it all and doing it correctly and stuff like that. But what I don't get is the people who are failing the hydration, they've all passed it
They've
before.
done it, yeah, so why is
they
it
know
happening?
what to do. They know how to do it, and they know how the body works to do it. So something's not right.
Do you know what I think a big factor in it is? Like, we've discussed this before. Up until the Amazon Prime sponsorship happening and the change of the times, we knew that it was weighing was 1 o'clock, so we knew we got up at 9, we did what we did, and we knew how to cut the weight and do it healthily, properly, and make it easy. But now the weigh-ins are all totally different times. They're up, like, what time did you weigh? Midnight?
Yeah. But
So I
again,
think-
I had no problems doing it.
Oh, no,
me
you
and
did.
Savas went and did it together, and we did it fine first
I know
time.
you didn't, but I think
You know
that's
that like a week
fucked lot
before,
of-
so you should be able to work out your schedule.
Yeah,
Of course, but I
The
think
thing
that's
is-
fucked a lot
the
of
thing is,
people up.
though,
Do you know
the
what I
thing
mean?
is, I genuinely don't understand it. And I said to Liam, because we were in a boxing group, and I just said I don't understand it. So I was one of them that said scrap it. However, as I've been re-educated by Liam, I understand it. But I think One Championship should explain how they do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because no one knows. There was
Yeah,
a failed, and all it looks out from the outsider, like me. I mean, I love One Championship. I think they should use Chevello more, but there you go. That's my personal opinion. And I just see that it just says fail weight. So I think they've got to explain how they do it because their system's different.
Yeah,
you know?
or maybe they should change, especially for the Muay Thai fights, get the Muay Thai weights in there, not have MMA weights. So
Yeah,
say like for someone who's moving up from 61.2, you have to go to 65.8.
Like Haggett.
Why don't they change it and have 61.2?
Bad examples.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, true.
Why don't they have 61.2?
Sorry, Jonathan, it was a bad example, that one.
61.2, 63.5,
63.5,
66.7, 69.8. And then there's a bit more room for people to try and find what's best for them and
Clearly,
do it right.
clearly though, it tarnishes a wonderful brand.
Yeah.
And it just makes people...
Recently,
Well,
though, because listen, I fought on a lot of their shows now, and up until recently, say if there's say if there's 10 fights on, that's 20 fighters. I've only ever known like one or two.
Yeah.
Not like 6, 7, 8 that has been going on recently. There's always might be one or two, and then they'll go away, then they'll make
They'll do it again, yeah.
Did anyone fail when you fought?
Josh failed first time. But he did it second time. There was a couple, but again, it was they failed first time. They came back half an hour later or an hour later, and they'd done it again.
Yeah.
But if you remember, you used to have to do the weigh-in twice?
Yeah.
Do you think that's a factor? Because obviously, when you've done it the first time, you're already there.
Yeah.
All you got to do is have a little bit to eat, keep drinking through the night, wake up, see what you're pissing.
Yeah,
do you think that's a
that's
factor?
true. Yeah, that's maybe true.
Because you naturally, your body, your weight is naturally at a lower level because you know you have to do it twice.
Did
Don't you?
Panikos have any problems when you were cornering him? Did he?
We in Japan.
Panikos didn't like making weight in general, does he?
I don't think anyone does, do they?
In
You know what I mean?
Japan, he missed.
Really?
He missed. Made weight, missed hydration.
Yeah.
So then he had to rehydrate to then make the weight again. It took us, but by that
Tyler
point
Hardcastle.
you're already dehydrated. So it took it. He must have. I think we weighed in the end at like 7 p.m. at night.
Yeah.
It was like we were cutting weight for like 10 hours.
Well,
the same week.
imagine.
I was sat eating a burger in sauna.
like what John were doing this in fucking Singapore with me and Savas, who were in sauna with us. He went, I'm going to do this with you step by step. If you're not drinking, I'm not drinking. He was getting out of sauna every 2 minutes, went, I need another piss. Running off, coming back, he was drinking watermelon juice. It were all over his lips and everything. He was going, where have you been, John? He went, I was been in the toilet, mate. I'm like, oh, have you? Yeah, sound. But
You've been eating out of the toilet as well, John.
But imagine, I couldn't think about worse. So you're weighing at 12 o'clock, and then you go, oh, well, you've missed it. You've got to go do it again. And the next thing,
John Wayne Parr first time when he fought
yeah.
Nicky. He didn't wait. He didn't finish it all because he kept failing hydration. The idiot. He didn't get it done until like 1:30 in the morning or something.
Yeah.
It's difficult to manage though, isn't it? I mean, like,
yeah.
you know what your weight is 3-4 days out, and then you manage it. You go, right, I've got to do this, this, and this.
Yeah.
Whereas you do it, you might go on one championship and you might fight once or twice and do it, but you don't necessarily know that you've done it 100% correctly. Do you know what I mean? So I think it's difficult to actually know how hydrated I am on the day of the fight before I start cutting weight.
But I just go by, am I pissing clear?
Yeah, exactly.
Sound. Yeah.
That's the thing. Like
Yeah.
me and him are baffled because I found it really easy.
Yeah.
I had.
Well, listen, what this guy did, this guy fucking didn't set his alarm and nearly missed the weigh.
I nearly missed weighing. Luckily, I was hydrated.
It slept into 11:30.
Because of fucking McGowan. I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning to McGowan screaming because a cockroach ran over his face. He stood in the corner room like going, what are you doing? Fuck off to bed. I'm fighting in 2 hours.
I've seen you lose about 15 kilo in a day.
In about 12 seconds.
That's the weight of my head.
In Japan.
So was he. I know. He made me do it in France
Then
as well.
you fainted while I was eating ice cream.
Yeah, I did. You just left me
That was
though.
nice, all that ice cream.
I wouldn't know, mate. I can't remember it. I was like,
I'll never forget it.
Right, let's go to the Super Leg and Pampayek fight because this was a bit of an anticlimax. It was meant to be the final of the tournament, and then obviously I think the winner were going to get a shot of Rod Tang or something like that. And then obviously neither of them made hydration and neither of them made weight. Had to be moved up to 138, and then no one could like even take the belt home or anything after that. And then there were a bit of controversy with the scoring. That was a split decision, wasn't it, as well?
Split again, yeah.
Yeah, very, very close fight, but again another split decision. Andy, did you watch that?
yeah, we're a good fight, but like we were discussing earlier, like it were. I think Pampayek won.
Yeah,
Under the one rule set, which weirdly I'd have thought suited Superlet more because he's more aggressive and
Pampayek
obviously
seems to have got some hands from somewhere
Yeah,
recently. His boxing's improved a lot.
It's weird. People go to Evolve, right?
Yeah, I've
And you
never seen
think-
Nongo knock anyone out of the punch. Next minute, he's fucking blowing everyone's
flattening
wig off.
people. Yeah.
People go to Evolve and you think, oh, they're not going to be able to fight like they used to. It'll be different. But
They've got a bit
but they
more strength
they're
and
saying
conditioning.
strength conditioning, yeah.
Strength and conditioning, boxing coaches. They changed the style a little bit. And with all the shit that they've already got going on for them, they add this new little dimension to it. And they're even more dangerous, it seems to me.
yeah, they're saying they work a lot on footwork. They do a lot of shadow boxing, so they're more in and out, so they're not getting caught with shots that they could usually stand and take in them gloves. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, Pampayek looked big as well, and he was
Yeah, he
pressing
did.
forward, and he was much more effective. And
Will when you miss him weight.
Superlet couldn't land that right kick. He couldn't get the range.
I
Yeah.
thought his defence was unbelievable. He blocked fucking 90% of the right kicks.
The first round was massive for him. Second round arguably could have gone either way, which is where the judges couldn't
Yeah.
decide. I thought Pampayek edged it, and then the third round
eased off a bit, didn't he?
Pampayek got tired.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if that was over 5 rounds, I think Superlet would have won.
Superlet
Yeah,
could have
same.
nicked it.
But to be fair, over the 3,
And don't get me wrong, obviously I'd have loved to have fucking seen Superlet win. Obviously he's part of the Yokkao fight team and stuff. So I did want him to win, but if I'm being honest, I honestly did think Pampayek did nick it. But again, it is what it is, and there's always going to be like that. What are you looking for? Are you looking for more kicks and more punches? And some fights are more aggression, and other fights are a bit more point scoring. So they just need to get bang on with that judging and have it one specific
that's
rule
it.
set, and then no one's going to get confused. And
It's like it's the global rule set, but sometimes you watched it, and for us because you're told the global rule set and what it is when you're in the rules meetings, we know what you're looking for. But sometimes you'll watch a fight and it'll blatantly be such a shit decision. You're like, well, what are like one or two of these?
You're
judges
always going to
looking
see
at?
things that though. That's
Yeah, of
life,
course
isn't
you
it?
are.
It's just
It's down
views.
to the thing is, there's a rule set, but it's down to personal interpretation, isn't
Yeah.
it? That's where it's then difficult, especially in close fights.
Well, this is, and it's like obviously, if for the judges, if they judge normally traditional, like Rob Cox, for example, we know Rob knows what he's doing on the global rule set as well. Every time I thought a decision was wrong, he's been the same as me, or like you said, same as you, sort of thing. So he knows how to change it, but are the others looking at it and are they changing how they're doing it, or are they just judging it as they normally see a fight? Do you know what I mean? It's hard, isn't it? Because we don't know them other judges either.
You're always going to get that, aren't you?
Oh,
That's
you
just
you
the
get that
game,
every
innit?
week in Thai anyway,
boxing,
don't you? Do you know what I mean? Or
You
in
get it in
boxing and everything.
you know what I mean? So
we'll move away from one championship. Vinny, you've got a lot going on at the minute, haven't you? You've
got it going on.
You have, Andy. You've been very busy back commentating all over Europe again with Infusion and stuff, but you've
Yeah.
got other stuff going on as well. Just tell us what's going on, because there's a lot in the mate.
Yeah, there's a lot what you're going to announce, which I'm excited about, which is not for me to say, is it? Yeah.
We'll talk
Me
about
want-
it.
me
We'll
want
come
to
out
say
of it.
Give me
Well,
what to
fucking
say.
shut
Give me
up
what to say.
then. Fucking shut your
Forget
gob,
about
like.
it.
Yeah, forget about it. Yeah, I've got this year we've had some amazing successes with my clients, not only in
Talk to us about
fighting.
Brendan, mate, because that was
Brendan
huge.
Loughnane, yeah, he won the PFL world title in
$1 million.
$1 million.
$1
Can I have me 5% commission, please?
Yeah, he won that in New York, fellow Mancunian. I shouldn't say that round there. I'm in Leeds, and
It would beauty fight as well.
yeah, and he's a
I am Phil B.
Phyllis Howson.
Beautiful.
Yeah, and he won that on points. He came. People won't know, but he had a staph infection before it. Had to have antibiotics, etc. He had a broken toe.
It's fucking nasty that when you staph infection.
Yeah,
I think I'm sure Dustin Poirier is in hospital with it.
He's in hospital.
Yeah. But
Last
he's
2 days.
he's a very special kid. They won't know it. He won the Contender Series, for the UFC. Got to the final and he didn't get picked.
Yeah, that's
So
his story is mad.
His
Dana
story's
White,
crazy.
He got turned down because he shot for a takedown.
So the adversity he's gone through is incredible, and
But 2019,
possibly.
what won it? 2019.
2019.
He got through. He won his
2018.
fight, but because he shot for a takedown, Dana didn't pick him because he wasn't exciting. And then he's gone on and done this.
It's something more behind that though in there that I don't think anyone knows. But
irrespective, part of his journey, arduous time. And and he went and won $1 million. Couldn't meet a nicer kid. And
And how long have you been working with him now, Vin?
I've been working for him on and off. It's strange. This is what gets me. I work with people, they win. All I ask fighters to do is mention it. Don't ask them for great deals. Some have sponsorship deals. You've always been my mate anyway, but they mention you. Some do, some don't. And they win and they don't say anything. Now if they lose and they don't say anything, great. No, I'm only joking. It's. I've been working with him, so his coach said to him, the differences in your fights have been me, which I'm flattered about because, look, I only do a little bit compared to what Richard's done or etc. or what Liam did in the past few. It was never a lot. It was just a little bit. But the difference with me, what can happen is, if you're in the changing rooms and you have that little bit of doubt and you're telling no one and you're just thinking your own thoughts, that's when you get poisoned. And yeah, so he's been working with me the last 2 fights and he's won. The 3 fights he's worked with me, he's won. Kean Cowley won that weekend. Still wanted to ring me even though I had COVID and I was dying. Still worked with him and he won. So yeah, so that Brendan Loughnane winning. Darren Till has been speaking to him, so I'm going to do.
He's 3 fights this weekend, doesn't he?
Yes,
Saturday, innit?
Saturday.
Yeah, I'm going to speak to him, see if we can see what we can get out of him, see if we can get him in the best way. And Infusion, they've been smashing it. We've been loving it. It's been doing really, really well. Some of the fighters we've got from Morocco and Peru, the Dutch kids, are incredibly gifted. Got that. This Take KO, which is a new.
Yeah, talk to us about that. It's obviously.
Yeah, it's Take KO. It's a new system. It's like the old school of K1. It's going to be more than welcome to come. We'd love to see you there. And it's going to be just the 70 kilo fighters are all going to fight in one night. It's just the old school K1, when they used to all fight in one night.
Grand Prix style.
Yes, sir. And so that's going to be on. So I'm looking forward to that.
Where's that going to be then?
First one is in Alkmaar on January the 21st. And writing a book, which is
Bye, man, you boo.
free book, man.
Biography stroke thriller.
Are you
Featuring me.
Are you listening to me, you ignorant little shite?
Fucking hell.
Talk to us about your book because you've been sending me some of the passages from it and that. And talk to us.
So I wanted to write a book because I've got a lot to say, as people will know, and I want to explain how it's worked for me in my life as a person, to the techniques that I do and how it's worked for me. So there's a section on you, you're in the section. There's a bit where I talk about you saying that he looked like a shark attack victim dragged out the sea when you fought Dean James. Because, I just say you both look, I'll tell you to your faces, you both got beyond the call of duty what anyone should go through sport. It was war to you two. And that was trying to get across. And this story about you and Warrior, and the $1 Million Man will be about Brendan Loughnane. And I've loved it. And it's so therapeutic because you realise you've been through some mad shit doing this sport and your life and the people that you've met. And it's great and I've loved it. So, busy year. Looking forward to a positive 2023.
Nice. Let's go on to some UK Muay Thai stuff because there's been a lot going on in the UK Muay Thai scene as well. Let's go Nico Carrillo. He beat, what were the Australian fucking Italian boy that he beat? What were he called? You know what I mean? I forgot his name.
I know what you mean, but I can't remember his name, mate, to be honest.
So he's done now the WMO world title. His next fight will be against Sajjad. Sajjad, is that right? Yeah. From Venom Gym. Sajjad. That should be explosive. Talk to us about that fight, Ricky.
Yeah, he's back down at 66, isn't it? Because that fight was at 70.
Yeah, 70, that one.
Sajjad's good,
Yeah, he's very explosive. He's dangerous early doors.
And he's a little bit unorthodox, but training out of good gym at Venom. Obviously, he won the WBC title against Lobo.
Yeah. That's a good win.
That's a good win. That's a good win.
Easy, actually.
I remember
Lobo kept pushing for a clinch, and every time he got in the clinch, he just threw him. He just off-balanced him. So, yeah.
And
it's
Lobo's a
tricky.
strong clinch fighter as well, isn't he? So he's
Yeah,
obviously...
it's just what happens with him is he pushes for clinch a lot, but he's not actually in a strong position, so he gets off balance quite easy. But if he gets it in and they lock, then it's difficult. But Sajjad managed to just get rid of him.
I remember watching that. We're on that Venom WBC show.
Yeah.
We're on the same show that Mehdi won his diamond, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, it was just a Venom show, wasn't it?
Yeah, that should be an export, especially because Sajjad is early doors. He's very dangerous as well, so I expect some real fireworks in that one. On the same show, on that Super Showdown show, one of your clients again, John O'Chip Chase, and we have to mention him because I loved it just when he called Andy out that time. But no, that were a good win for him, wasn't it, against Anton? Because that were a dangerous fight. You helped him on that one, Vinny, didn't you? You did some work with him.
You know, I see different people than what other people say. You know, you see the Instagram versions, and then you see the real people. And yeah, I've got nothing but love for him. He's a nice kid.
Yeah, I just loved it when he called Andy out and called him an old wrinkly bastard. Everyone, that was best ever.
But then I saw him at a show and he was like, "Hey mate, you're alright."
He's always been like,
"You crackhead."
But that were a good win. That he fucking landed a lovely elbow when he caught his kick and flattened him.
it was sweet.
lovely,
Wasn't it?
yeah,
And,
yeah.
fairness,
you know what I like about him though? Like rubbing blood on his face. He's
fucking right.
entertainment,
He's rags,
isn't
isn't
it?
he?
He's entertainment. Listen, people like that. You know,
Yeah.
if you don't know anything about the sport, there's a guy with a bald head and he rubs blood all over his face and starts
He
screaming.
does. He sells himself, and there's not many
Of course
fighters.
he
who do
does.
it.
Yeah.
He
Oh,
showed
he's
a good
fucking
heart, to be fair, as
So-
well, because he got battered round one.
Yeah.
And he were on the verge. He looked like he might go a few times, and he came back and stopped him.
He's
so.
pantomime, innit?
Yeah.
Because
He,
people don't understand that. Get behind the fact it's pantomime.
He got what he wanted though, didn't he? Because
Yeah, of
he
course
said
he
if I
did.
beat him, I'll have pull. So
I bet Carpwicks were gutted. I bet he's gone, fucking Anton, you little twat.
Fuck's sake, I've got to train now.
But that should be a good fight, that. It should be. But I'm
Clash
pretty
of
sure,
styles, clash of styles, innit?
Paul won't stand there like Anton.
Nah.
Anton, he'll try and...
he never has.
Yeah, he'll be off all over the place. So fucking for Jono to pin him down, it's going to be a lot more difficult. On that one. What else we had going on in UK Muay Thai?
Joe Ryan.
Oh, he's fighting. For
He's fighting
ISKA
soon, isn't he?
World title.
ISKA world title.
Is he still
soon.
fighting that guy who fought Sudsugon?
Nah, different guy, innit? I can't remember his name now. He pulled out ages ago, didn't he?
Oh shit! Yeah, Nico broke his arm.
Yeah,
didn't he?
Nico broke his arm when he was training with him. I think he's fighting another Italian, you know. I can't remember his name. But it's a decent card, that. Jack Kennedy on as well.
Oh, is Kennedy on? Is he?
Kennedy's
Is he
on
back
for a
from his shoulder
European title, I
surgery?
think.
Deary.
Have a look.
And who else is on it? Is there one more as well?
Ant's fighting a guy who's ranked 14th in WBC world rankings,
That's a
innit?
nice step up for him then. Who's that? Where's he
He's a
from?
good kid, him.
Yeah.
He's a good kid, isn't he?
Yeah, he's decent, mate.
I've got little Naz on that as well now.
Decent card.
Who's he fighting?
Who's Naz fighting?
A kid from Fortitude.
Is that Liam?
Liam.
It's a good fight, that. You
Yeah,
know.
it's good, Liam.
He
He's decent.
gave Fingy a good test. Finley. He fought
Not
Finley.
that kid.
Not the same guy, kid.
Nah, that's who Joe was meant. Joe's
oh.
meant to fight him with. Joe's had to put. He's had COVID.
Oh.
Joe's had bloody COVID. As well.
Jovid.
He's had Jovid.
A Jovid witness.
Kennedy's fighting
Okay, now.
Nicholas Novati.
Nicholas
That's who Kennedy's fighting. Is it?
Right, seeing as we're on with UK Muay Thai, then we've been waiting to announce this. So what's happening here? We've got something new and fresh coming to everyone because
You better believe it, Chamo.
for me, the day that the York House show stopped in England, a small part of UK Muay Thai died for me. It's been very, very tough trying to follow what those shows brought because every single time there was absolutely ridiculous wars. The atmosphere, just like the buzz of the ties coming and the buzz of like the main fighters and the main events and the way...
That's the thing, like that kind of took over the old MSA shows and
Yeah.
Dan Green shows and stuff on it. And since those days, there's been people trying to do it. You know, MTGP have had some good shows. My own show before I went to them was good, but it's not like there's not the ties coming. It's not that same fucking buzz, is it?
No, so what we are bringing to you in June, it will be the birth of the Hitman Fight League. And not only is it going to be the Hitman Fight League, we are also bringing Yokkao back to England. So it will be the Hitman Fight League presents Yokkao, whatever number it is. And we are going to be bringing... We're not just going to be that how you were before. We're going to revolutionise
Fucking
this.
bigger and better.
It's going to be bigger. It's going to be better. The fight card's going to be ridiculous. There's going to be a lot more opportunities and chances for the fighters who become part of the UK fight team, not to be part of all the shows around Europe. They will also be going to the Yokkao Jitmungnam Stadium in Thailand. They will be flown out there. They will be able to train at free at the Yokkao gym with Sanchai, with Chalawan, Pechmankon, with Jack, with Yodchai. They'll be able to train for free there, fight at the stadium there, as long as they're winning at a good level on these home shows and stuff. They've got a big chance to make a real good name for themselves. The fight card itself, we'll give them a little taste. Andy, go on, give you a little taste of the fight card.
Well, I'll give you the first 4 fights because they're 100% confirmed and locked on. So we've got Joe Craven fighting Victor Hugo, the current WBC world champ from Phuket Fight Club.
That'll be a world title fight.
We was going to put it for the WBC world title. It was going to be a defence, but unfortunately, obviously, with it being Yokkao now, we don't want to cross brands. So that'll be for the Yokkao world title. Then we've got Dan McGowan. We're bringing, like I said, we want to bring the ties back again. So we're bringing Lumpini and Rajadamna, main event fighter, Chawalan Yokkao Gym, another Yokkao world title there, 57.5. We're bringing David Penapede from Australia, from Muay Thai. He's very good. He's just coming off a split decision loss in his hometown, in Belgium, against Yusuf. He's going to fight Josh Hill. And we also have Joe Ryan fucking seriously up against it here. He's fighting Yusuf Asuik from Denmark.
This guy's record's ridiculous.
He's fucking
He's got
scandalous.
47 knockouts from 70 wins.
Beat Liam Nolan.
Yeah,
He's beat Liam Nolan.
They asked for it, and they said, we want to fight this guy, or we want to fight anyone above us in the rankings. We've presented it to him. No questions asked. Let's fucking do it. That's what you love about fucking fight. That's a proper fighter. Like, no, here you go. He's above you. His record's ridiculous. Perfect. Let's go for it. That's the four. We've got a lot more.
10 fights here.
Yeah, what we've got matched
I'm just
already.
waiting to confirm on, but they're the first 4. That, no offence to anyone, but it's already biggest card of the year. Don't give a fuck what you do. It's 4 massive fights. We've got a nice little team together. Ricky's involved, helping us as well. He's
the
helping us.
show will be hosted by none other than the main man,
Vincent.
You'll be here in a minute.
and it will be hosted. It will be professionally done.
I'm synonymous with Yokkao. I was there from the beginning.
Yep.
You know, June, me and you did the first one, did we not? Did you commentate with me?
Yeah, I commentated with you.
Yeah, so
there.
You was there with Chris
Leicester.
Let's not talk
Oh,
about
that's when we did the.
I didn't remember. Dougie Gate. Dougie Gate. That's got to come out somewhere.
Yeah, well, we'll put it on Christmas special. We'll put it on big screen when school is here.
But I'm excited, and the previous shows, have been brilliant, and you can't knock what Brian did. They were amazing shows. And I was privileged to be part of that. As I did say, I'm not going to be involved in Muay Thai anymore.
It took a lot of convincing.
Yeah,
Vinny, are you doing
Vinny
that?
Did it.
Yes.
But I did say, now this is a fact. And me and you, I told you, didn't I, in the beginning? I did say when you stop,
yeah,
I'll
we had
stop.
a deal, didn't we?
And now you've started again, so I have to restart. It's like a resurgence. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it, and thanks for the opportunity.
We've already said I want you to do more anyway, don't we? There's more involved than you're not just going to be a commentator. We want some behind the scenes stuff. We want you to be like you are with Infusion in the ring interviews.
We want it to be. It's a show. It's entertainment.
Yeah,
We want you to host.
Yeah,
the
it'll be me and Gavin Sterrett, because Gavin's a wealth of knowledge, and he's dulcet tones. I love Gav. We all do. But I think with this time, I want to go and talk to the coaches, because I think people don't understand the richness of the sport. Richard Smith, Frankie Udders, John Jarvis, all these people that have got a real sort of, Sean Toomey, all these people have, and deep, Alan Cadell, I could go on all day, couldn't I?
Yeah.
Master A, etc. Need to get this sort of why Muay Thai in England has this such undercurrent of fabulous talent and where it's come from.
Talent coming
we need to know where
yeah.
it's come from and the element. And you know what I like the most? Sorry, I do go on a little bit, but I'll tell you this. Everyone's got an opportunity. Doesn't matter if you fight on, the Hitman Fight League or Muay Thai Grand Prix. You're all getting experience now.
Yeah.
You're all getting what you asked for. You wanted shows. COVID wiped people out and all that sort of business. No disrespect to anyone that's lost anyone to COVID, by the way. But what I'm saying is the careers, etc. Now are giving them a chance. and I can't wait.
Platform,
Muay Thai in
isn't it,
England
as well?
is just amazing.
And another thing as well, someone actually messaged me. Well, I was speaking to someone about this morning. And they were saying, "Oh, we've been offered a fight in April. Will you mind? Because we've already agreed to your show in June." I don't give a fuck. I'm happy, like you just said then. If the more fights and big shows they are, the better for our fighters.
Yep.
I'm not going to try and say, right, if you're fighting on Yokkao or for ours on Fight League, you can't do this.
Yeah.
Go out, get the experience. As long as you fucking agree to what you've said you're going to agree to on ours, I don't care what other shows you fight on. Just keep improving, keep getting better. Because the bigger and better every show gets, the more our fighters will keep leveling up. The more we will get out on the world
and
stage.
the more opportunities come from that in the end.
Exactly.
Me and Ricky were talking about this the other day, actually. Like, there's things that we want to do in this that we're doing, whether it be, for example, just for argument's sake, bonuses. If we do it, there's little things that we want to do. If other promoters start catching on to that and copying it, fucking brilliant. There's more money in the sport for the fighters, more opportunities, more things going on. So it's a knock-on effect, innit? We might do something, someone might go, "Oh, that's a good idea," and copy it. Who cares? Copy all you want.
That show you did in September was one of the best shows I've ever commentated on.
Thank you, mate.
That is hands down. It just didn't have the numbers. There's some of these reasons why, these economics and these logistics, whatever. But I just think,
festival.
The show itself was.
The fights were amazing.
Absolutely superb.
There wasn't one boring fight. To be fair, you two between you have kind of done all my shows, especially the last three yourself. Yeah. Ricky's done all my shows. You've refereed or judged all my shows. And I've never really had a bad fight. No. Even undercard have all been fucking good fights. So between us, all of us doing it together, I can't wait, mate. Those four fights are fucking incredible.
Who doesn't know what the fans want better than people that are fans?
Who've done it, yeah,
of course.
You know.
It's even silly things like, obviously, we've been fighters as well, so we know how we want to be looked after as a fighter.
Yeah.
Silly little things that I've done in my last, especially the last three. Everyone that fights, when you've weighed in, there's food for you.
Yeah.
It's a small gesture. It comes out of our pocket.
You just went. He went like,
not you.
But
it's a small little gesture, but for some people, it goes a long way.
But
doesn't
I openly say here right now, I was treated great by Brian. I was treated great by MTGP. I was treated well by Alex Foreman when he did Smash, and that's it. You know what I mean? There's no, I'm not upset with anybody. I've got no qualms with anything, but what you're doing has got me really excited because there's more to it for me. You know what I mean? And there should be more to a show than just the fights. And that's it.
Well, like what
100%.
What I said as well about the fighters getting big chances because what Yokkao are going to be doing now as well. They are starting their shows back around Europe. It starts in Italy in January next month.
And in Australia.
They've got Italy coming up next month, so that's going to be the start. There's going to be other shows around Europe, which will, obviously, our fighters will get brought onto those shows. Australia. Filippo's heading to America next week to believe to box some things off there. So it's going to be global.
It's going to be global.
There's the Jietmungnan Yokkao Stadium now, so there's going to be chances for him to go to Thailand and fight in the stadiums. So there's all sorts going on really, and there's a lot we can watch. We get a good group of fighters in the UK and just watch them grow and see all the opportunities open up for them. So that's what I'm hoping.
Everywhere.
Hoping it happens. And like I say, the fight cards that we're going to get, I want to bring the buzz back that we had before for the shows. The first one, is it June 3rd?
3rd of June at Bowlers in Manchester. Me, yourself and Ricky are going over on Wednesday to have a little look round and look and measure everything up and get the production side of things nailed on. This is the one thing, and this isn't a criticism to Brian's show. The Yokkao shows were brilliant, but there was no real production to it. It was a screen and a walkway. There's going to be a production. Everyone from C-Class, N-Class, whatever it may be, I want all the fucking glitz and glam and fireworks and shit when you come out, and everyone gets a buzz. Just adding that little element to it as well, I think will go a long way.
I just think that wherever or whatever show you go to, we have got such a wealth of talent, and I'm, cut me in a bleed, fucking, British, obviously, and I just think we've got so much level of talent. But what people don't get is I saw you two fighting it. There's a part in my book if you buy it. About first time I seen you fighting Mary Porters, and I thought, fuck me, it's the Rugrats. I'll let you. I'll send you the.
Well, that's how we sort of became mates, wasn't it? In the changing rooms,
I'm not sending you.
Right when all them strippers were on.
Yeah.
Well, there were strippers at every show, wasn't there? It was
That was
just.
just in
I was
changing
only
rooms.
15 now. Like,
I loved it. Still are. Still are. But like I said, I mean, and we need that back. If people don't understand, we need small. Look what Rory Crawford's doing, a wicked show, man.
Yeah.
Down south.
Yeah, do you know what?
I messaged him
Show's
the other
good.
day. I says, mate, respect, and he's like you said, if you work for other people, you can't say well done.
Yeah,
Good luck
yeah.
with your
Yeah.
show.
Yeah, it's
I don't give a fuck.
That
if
was a
you-
good show that you had
If you're
on.
having a good show and people are having good fights. And we're bringing new stars. We need new stars. Let's face it, we do.
Of course we do.
And everyone that's
Shelf
doing
life.
shows,
Everyone's got a shelf life.
we need everybody to do whatever they want to do. I know I live with rose tinted glasses, but at the end of the day, I just think there's a big enough pie.
yeah, of course.
This is the
Nah,
thing,
you bang
though.
right,
like,
you bang right. You know what I mean? And there's so much now. There's Super Showdown, there's MTGP, there's going to be Hitman Fight League and Yokow back, and then there's Rory doing them bits down south, and there's all sorts going on everywhere. Like you said,
Yeah, and,
More-
and
yeah.
you know, and Kieran's got a show. I'm doing that in March. I'm going over to Canada to commentate. And listen, I live a blessed life.
Yeah.
is that the Road to One that?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
But you just be all right. It's easy
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah.
Well, this is the thing,
Go
like-
and do your job and go home. It's easy enough.
The thing is, the only thing with promoters in the UK that's annoying is there's so many shows. There could be 4 shows, 5 shows on the same weekend. No one works together to say we're going to do this.
everyone's
It'll be-
fucking bitter and weird and
Yeah.
twisted. If they see someone doing a show on, say, 3rd of June, they'll go, right, I'm doing mine on the 3rd of June.
Mine's going to be smaller, not as good. But like when I've just for at the start of this year, end of this year, coming now, as soon as I had my show, I messaged say Rebellion and them guys and Rory and said, "Oh, what's your dates for next year so we don't clash?" It's not fucking hard, is it? Do you know what I mean?
I just think we've got such a talent like we have from Barnsley. It's like is it like Vinny Shoreman Fighter of the Year and all that sort of
Yeah.
stuff. And I'll confess, I don't know half of them because there are conveyor belts of these brilliant talents. But I'm telling you now, they need to have adult fights on these shows, on these small old shithole shows sometimes,
Yeah.
like in the middle of working
they
men's
do.
clubs, to get their experience.
Yeah.
To get, you
Fucking
got
hell,
to
look
you
where
gotta-
we started.
Exactly, that's what I'm
In
saying.
smoke-filled
That's
rooms in Maryport.
Springfield Hotel in the middle of Wales. It was. I remember Frankie fighting on it, and
Yeah.
back in it, Warren.
But I forgot they were all smoke-filled.
Smoke-filled?
Judges just sat.
You remember
Judges
Paythorpe?
fagging it here in
Remember
Ring
Paythorpe,
Cancer.
Dean White's shows?
Oh, yeah,
and like
that was scandalous in
Yeah.
there.
Brilliant though, wasn't
I
it?
had some good fights in there.
Yeah,
I
it
did.
was
yeah.
wicked. It was brilliant. Yeah.
I remember I was 15. I'd just done.
frontier.
I'd done a trial for Barnsley on Saturday.
I've been on trial in Barnsley.
I've done a trial on Barnsley football team on Saturday. I was playing for Leeds City Boys, and a scout came to watch me on the Saturday. And my dad went mental at me because on Friday night I went out and got fucking pissed at me head on park with all my mates. My dad went mental at me. On a Friday, after when I was pissed, I think Richard Ramey went, "Do you want to fight on Sunday?" And I just went,
Go on, then.
Yeah. So I had to go play football for the trial on Saturday. And then on the Sunday, I had to then go after that. I had to go, weigh in. And then the next day I fought on Dean White show for fucking against some old geezer.
You missed that out on Rogan, didn't you?
We'll have to go on again. But yeah, I had some good times in the little country club.
Yeah, but that's
not
what
to be
I'm
the
saying.
strippers, like, but
You need- we need that.
Painful
Yeah,
country
yeah.
club.
Yeah, but don't you need that?
Yeah, of course
we
you do.
need that. That's why. If they fight on that and you fight on that, you fight on that, right? It don't matter because you're gonna.
Well,
you're
that
gonna
kind
fight.
of goes back to what you were saying at the start of the podcast, people wanting stuff too quick. If you haven't been on
Exactly.
all those little shitty shows to earn your right to fight something decent and work your way up, and then there's kids that have had, like, say, 4 fights. I don't want to be in one championship and fight with no gloves on. You fucking don't.
There's a massive
don't.
difference
No,
anyway. Like, don't get me wrong, the junior level in England is great. We've got to be one of the best outside of
Yeah,
Thailand. but
definitely.
There's a massive difference. As soon as you take them shin pads off, or the head guard off, or the bodyguard off, that's when you start getting hit. And
Yeah,
that's when you become a fighter because
Yeah,
you
yeah.
realise, well, actually, can you take this
Can-
shot?
do
Do you
you
actually
wanna-
want to
yeah.
get
yeah.
hurt?
Well, I was
Exactly.
lucky, really. Richard just let me go. I didn't have to fucking fight with all the pads on and shit like that. I was thrown in straight from me off. Remember how badly Jordan struggled? When he went fighting adults.
because his arms
He
were
just had
down
his
here
hands down here and kept forgetting he could get punched in the face
and
and
kept
stuff.
doing inside low kick all the time because he loved it.
But I remember he fought fucking his first fight in England with no
Danny
shin
Welsh.
pads on. He went out with his hands down here and got kicked right across face.
Danny Welsh?
Yeah, full
Yeah,
shin.
I remember
And he
that.
got nearly knocked spark out in first round. I'm like, Jordan, put your hands up here. Yeah, forgot what we're doing. Yeah.
Grandmaster is that?
Yeah.
What one
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've all learned.
CTE's not that bad.
Yeah.
Everyone's learned to score, but then it's knowing how to
need to learn
score
to hurt.
and know how to fight.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
exactly.
Right down in your gum shield, get hit.
Scoring with power
Yeah.
is a different game than just scoring.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean? So I'm just excited. I want to see these kids. I want to see how they cope. Be careful what you wish for. Do it the right way.
Yeah, definitely.
There's a path been laid before you, with you and other people before you, and they laid that path out. Walk that one. Don't make your own up.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
definitely. Fights coming up then. What we got coming up? There's the big Bangkok show. Nongo versus Alaverde for the title. Who else is on that one?
I'm going to have a look now. 'Cause there's a few
Super
shows
Fight
coming
for
up.
the
isn't
kick-
there?
Oh,
It's
Super
title, isn't he?
rematch.
Superman.
Oh, is it rematch
Alizov.
Ilias?
Yeah. Oh yeah, because actually it's fucking the 20th of January. The Lumpini won that, and that's
Yeah, they
what
moved it.
Nongo's on. Yeah,
They've moved it.
And we've got fucking English
Yes.
fighter Josh Hill fighting on that one as well, haven't we?
We're not meant to say, but yeah.
Titties. We have now.
I won't mind the message. Like, don't say up, please. I'm not allowed to say anything.
Sorry, Josh. Someone should have told me
Josh's
before.
brother Blueberry.
And it's too much hassle to try and beep that out, so it's staying in. We've got Josh. I didn't know. Someone should have told me. Why didn't Josh tell me?
Yeah, in Archie Super
It's
League
normally him that
2.
blurts his mouth out.
Well, no one told me.
Not like you.
Rogtang and Puertas.
Oh yeah. It's a lot of kickboxing on the Bangkok Stadium.
Stampin and Issa in that mixed rules fight as
Ah,
well.
yeah, that'd be decent. So some good fights coming up there.
Stampin' who?
Anissa Mexen, yeah.
Anissa
MMA.
Mexen's Sparker.
It's the same as the Rogtang
She could but she'll beat
thingy
her
fight.
up.
Oh yeah, but
She's
she's
a good
been doing
boxer,
MMA for
man.
years anyway, hasn't she?
Anissa's a good boxer, a coach and her nice people.
Yeah,
I like
very
them
nice
a lot.
people.
Yeah,
Well,
she's sound Anissa. She's nice Anissa.
When I fought Muay Thai, she fought on the same show.
Yeah,
Like
she's
the
class.
proper, like,
She's class.
yeah, really good people.
They pretty much train out of Phuket Fight Club now, but
Yeah.
they literally live there, do their own thing, I think.
Oh, is that what they do? But yeah,
They were
she's
there the whole time I was
yeah,
there.
she's dangerous. I like watching her fight. Very good. She put right hiding on that poor Thai girl last fight.
She's rock hard her though.
Yeah.
That Dong Kong Far or whatever her name is.
Because she doesn't
She's
even look
rock
like
hard.
she should be at that weight. She's chubby, carrying thing, and there's no weight division for her to go
Didn't she miss
below
weight?
that. I don't
Yeah,
know
she
how.
missed weight.
She's got a
Yeah.
lot to lose, bless her. But I'm sure, didn't she used to fight at 48 before?
She might have done, but she is the 52 kilo WBC world champ or was. I believe she's getting stripped.
She's
But
tough anyway.
She's rock hard because Anissa punched her head in for 3 rounds.
Yeah.
And she took it. Oh no, that was the fight she missed weight. She weighed in over for the Anissa fight.
Yeah, she missed weight because then
Yeah, she
Anissa
missed
didn't
weight.
take her
Oh,
purse off
Anissa
her,
didn't
did
take
she?
her
Yeah,
purse
yeah.
off her because she didn't want to take money off her. Yeah,
Fair play for doing that.
I'd have been like, give me your 20%.
Shout out to Jacob Smith as well, fighting.
Oh yeah, this
Oh, yeah,
weekend,
Tim.
Jacob Smith. Where is he? Sweden.
Muay Thai
Fighting
for
in
life.
Sweden on Muay Thai
Malmo.
for life.
Malmo, yeah.
Where?
Just at Malmo.
Malmo.
Do you know what, right? I've been to Malmo. It's the coldest fucking place in the
Oh,
world.
you're commentating as well, are you?
Yeah, if I don't
These two.
die.
Are you going as well?
If COVID doesn't do me in.
Honestly, I went there one time and the wind blew right through me. And I
With some wind.
You cheeky. Don't be cheeky to your
Don't
dad.
talk to your dad that way.
But yeah, it was. I went there a few years ago and it was rough. But yeah, Jacob's well up for it.
Nah, buzzing.
So,
They're
yeah,
good shows then. We do some good shows.
Yeah, Muay
Do some
Thai for
really
life.
good
Shout out
shows,
to
yeah.
them.
Did Jack Cooper fight?
Cooper fought him a couple of
Larson
years
on
ago.
there?
Yeah, he got battered, didn't he?
I don't know.
A couple of years ago. Last year or earlier this year, he got stopped by him, didn't he? Did he get stopped?
I think he might have been stopped in the fourth. Or
Stopped
something.
him round 4, yeah, I'm sure he was.
And Iman just won, didn't she?
In my
Oh, yeah,
mind
Marlo
on
just
Saturday, yeah.
Got a lovely, nice eyeball again,
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
she?
Blue
ETI
eye.
again.
3-eye.
Plum eye.
Right, I think we've covered just about everything there. Thank you for coming in, boys, and running through everything with us. We will do a Christmas special just before Christmas, recap everything that's going on and what's coming up, because there's stuff happening all the time at the minute. The studio is getting a refurb, so we'll probably be in a different studio for the Christmas special, because this is going to be getting a big refurb, so it looks all fucking sick and
Sexy.
new and comfy. We're going to be like sofas and so it's a bit
Cigars.
more of a cigars, a couple of brassies walking in and out, you know. Okay, no, maybe not the brassies, but you know, I mean, it's going to be
Realise his bird's going to live.
I was going to say that I don't smoke.
We can't bleep it out. We can't bleep it out.
Do you think she
Don't
wants,
put the Josh Hill
she has
thing
to
in.
listen to me chat shit 24/7? Do you think she wants to watch me on this time even more shit?
Yeah, and she has to listen to voice notes off me going,
Yeah, right. So thank you, boys. We will be back soon.
In the meantime, 3rd of June, bowlers, we will have tickets out in the next 2 weeks. I want to have them out ready on Eventbrite, ready for people to start buying them now. First set of posters will be out next week, hopefully, as well. And keep an eye out on our socials for more fights being announced.
Cheers, boys.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
peace. Oh, fucking hell, Howson.